Welcome to Gainesville, Florida for NCAA softball regional coverage presented by Capital One. It's the first elimination game and a must-win to keep the season going for two in-state foes, Georgia Tech and Mercer. Take a look at our Gainesville bracket earlier today. Florida at Atlantic and Florida went back and forth, but then finally the Gators got the hot bats back-to-back innings, and they led the conference in runs, 65 of them. Sixth in the nation. She'll take the walk. Good patience to start it off for the Mercer Bears.
Speed on first base with Langford. 10 of stolen bases. Can expect to see her run a little bit today.
And Wiggs hit by that one.
Ball a little bit better through the zone.
Speed, and Hitchcock drops that one in, up and over. Simon at short. Moves the runners as well. So bases loaded with nobody. Back-to-back strikes.
In the dugout.
Absolutely, and that's how you do it, right? Back-to-back strikes for Norton. And that one off the mark, and the run comes across. The wild pitch by Norton. Scores one and moves two. She was doing so well.
Norton losing control of that rise ball. We've seen this before, Norton, throughout the season. The way that she throws that rise ball kind of gets under the ball a little bit too much with that shoulder, just lets it go. But this one at a unfavorable time to allow a Mercer Bear to cross the plate.
Hard shot the opposite direction, and dropping that in is Jones. It scores another as Wiggs makes her way across. First runs of this regional for the Mercer Bears.
Nice job by Jones attacking early. She sees a strike. I think in left field, Edgman has an opportunity to catch this. It falls right in front of her. I think if she lays out.
Been good as of late. Shot up the middle. She gets one. And another run coming across. That's Tori Hedgecock. 3 straight singles for Mercer.
Might have made that switch a little bit sooner, but I see Erin Dixon walk out now. After.
And she just missed inside. Grace Jones will come across. Another run for Mercer. Everybody. Dorval right back at Boyles. They get the force at home and they turn it at first. Defense trying to help out the circle right now.
The Yellow Jackets.
1-2-3 double play. Vigna pops it up out to Willer, who got the start today in right field. And 3 outs, but some damage done. 4 runs for Mercer. We'll see what the Yellow Jackets have with their bats. Eliana Gottlieb, grad transfer from Oregon State. Takes the second one opposite field. And tracking back and good. That is Harris with the play for out number 1. Or ball 3, excuse me. So full count. Gets under this, sends it out to right field, and Vigna there to make it out number 2.
Really big recruit for Morales.
Gets under this, sends it the opposite direction. And Harris there for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Hannah Pitts and
Kid, I'm sorry.
But she's been thankful for it as a shot to left by Langford and tries to push it into a double, and instead the perfect play and the tag and the out.
Herself.
Yeah.
Got on her heels there, but Could have been a lot worse.
We saw a bad collision yesterday between the catcher and the first baseman, and gets her swinging. First strikeout of the game for Sophia Voiles. Quickly, but out of play. 0-2 remains the count. And gets her looking. 3 up, 3 down. That's the way you want to start if you're Sophia. Have been ready for this year. Full count now. And the swing and the miss. And the first strikeout for Hannah Pitts.
Last year not getting the playing time that she wanted, but earned it this year.
Gets under this one, out to Harris for out number 2. On and have some help. Opposite direction, Harris again and again. 3 up, 3 down for Hannah Pitts. And off speed, and this time finds the opening, and she'll make the turn to second. Stand-up double for Grace Jones. And another good start.
Excuse me, FAU being more Florida than Florida with the Razorbacks in the shorts at practice.
Right. Daniels with the pop-up, and the play made at second by Connolly.
We see her replacement at second base in the pinch runner.
And finding an opening, Fernandez makes her way to third. And Harris moves her with the single. And laying the bunt down. The run comes across. And Harris moves to second. Sack bunt working.
And a textbook bunt by Rivers. Really nice job getting this ball down and far enough for Fernandez to come in and score on this play. Voiles know that she can't get that out.
A little off speed, trying to drop this in, but there is Willer to make the play. So getting out of a little bit of a jam.
Mercer coming out hot, but as long as there's one out on the board, it's still a ball game.
Reese Hunter sends it to Vigna for out number 1.
Routine is so important. You're doing anything in sport.
For the 9th pitch from Pitts, she finds the base hit. Could be just what the Yellow Jackets need. Hard shot up the middle. Back-to-back hits for the Yellow Jackets.
0 for 6 right now, these past 2 games.
A little bit inside, but gets under this. Sends it out to Langford in shallow center, so the runners stay right where they are. Sends that one into the gap. The outreach glove of Rivers, but not in time. And the first run for Georgia Tech comes across. Simon makes her way, and Edgman over to third.
Production they wanted and production they got with Willer swing, driving this to the 3-4 hole. Rivers could not get her glove on it. An RBI for Willer, putting a runner on, 2 runners on, any runners on for Leshper.
Exactly. Runners on the corners now for Leshper. Hard shot down to first. Jones, momentary bobble, but able to recover.
And at shortstop, both playing for Israel. We'll see them this summer compete internationally.
That's pretty exciting. And hit on the right elbow. Vigna makes her way to first.
Only in the first inning did they score off of that.
Langford, opposite direction, and Edgman is there to make the play. Sure got off to a hot start. And there's a big shot out into left center. It's gonna score one for the Bears. The stand-up double. And an RBI to go with it. Brings Vigna across.
And Wiggs is not somebody I would leave a ball elevated to. Yesterday, driving pitches at her shoulders, does it again today, sending a ball to left center field. She hits the high ball well, and she showed it yet again.
And that one threw her off as well, the strikeout. Third of the game.
2 players on the Florida roster went to the same coach as well.
What a positive experience for that. The backhanded play by Simon, but the throw off the mark. And it brings Wiggs across for another one.
And Jones extending her barrel out to a pitch that's way outside, gets
and gets caught swinging there. Strikeout number 4 for Sophia Voiles, but another couple of runs on the board. Mercer struck out on her first at bat. And how about that? Why not? That's the start they needed. That's exactly what you got to do.
to be able to put base runners on.
Conley underneath this one sends it out to Langford at center for out number 1, and the runner Tucker stays at first. Giving up that 1 run last at bat. Swing over to Rivers. That's the force at first. Tucker makes her way to second. Out number 2. Oftentimes, runners on first more so than maybe anywhere else, too. The runner running in front of Rivers on that last one. I thought she did a nice job in finishing the play as the pop-up to Dorval makes it out number 3 as one walked in her first at bat, singled in her second. Transferred from Northern Alabama this past year. Off speed, slaps that one down. That's Leshper at first.
Been there for quite a while.
Yeah.
Happy to see the success that she's had.
And Rivers, the pop-up. Kadinovich making the play. Out number 2.
Up on any day.
For certain.
Can't take those breaks.
Ooh. Wow, that caught the inside leg, I think, of Emma Dorval. She tried to get out of the way. That one.
Yeah, she can take a break.
Ooh, that one had something on it, no doubt. Coach telling her just to take a second. Boy, got the ankle, I think. She was trying to get out of the way, and boy, caught the inside.
Canada, Italy, the Netherlands, and all competitive international teams as well.
Speed sends this one out to Edgman. And Georgia Tech gets out of that one, giving up nothing. Let's see if they can get the bats going.
Really well, Houston West.
And 1 strikeout today for Hannah Pitts. But several 3 up, 3 down innings early. And right there, gets Simon swinging. Strikeout number 2.
Games consecutively.
Winner here will move on to face Florida Atlantic, and that's a hustle play by Harris out in left.
Gottlieb, a freshman, getting the walk here. First walk by Pitt today. Trying to be deceptive with that glove, bring it back in the zone.
And another hit by a pitch. That is the 7th. Ooh, Leshper hit by the pitch. Back to back.
Getting out. I need one out to get back in the dugout, so I'm not going to try to pitch around you to try to avoid that long ball.
Jammed her a bit. They're going to send the second, and 2 come across. And the runners keep going with the miscue on the throw. Georgia Tech has some new life. And Tucker says, let's go. This one popped up and calling for it. That's Rivers. So they're able to finally get out of it, but little damage done. Good contact, sends it to Simon, bobbled it for a second. It gets the play to Leshper at first for out number 1. Good recovery by Simon.
Got beat out, but came back this year ready to work.
And gets caught swinging there. Strikeout number 5 for Sophia Voiles. But you're right, so much growth.
Skeptical at first, but then looked at Coach Aaron Dixon like, hey, I think it worked.
It actually worked. I don't feel so bad.
It's not so bad after all.
Hadn't been to the tournament in a few years. 2022 the last time. As popping that one up, it was Hedgecock, out number 3. 3 up, 3 down.
Season, said it was her neck, but she's back to full go now. Did lose some velo in the process of recovery, but she's back now, ready to go.
And a good start for Vukadinovic. The base hit.
Tries to get it even lower. Not successful, but a really good shot.
Takes this one, shot over to Rivers, gets the force at second. So 1 away. Underneath that one and out into right field, Vigna without number 2. You can see Vukadinovic on. Had to reach a little bit. And right to Langford, played it perfectly. So 1 left by Georgia Tech. Grace Taylor, good start for her in the circle. For Mercer.
She's had a great year, Voiles. Really stepping up.
Grace Jones takes the first pitch and sends it all the way out to Willer for out. Drivers, pops this up. Hunter there to make the play. Gets it done. Tough angle, but gets the finish, so 2 down. Off speed and gets her swinging. Strikeout number 6 for Voiles. 3 up, 3 down. Big Country gonna try to lead things off and do what she did yesterday. We'll see. Yellow Jackets got to get some runners on. Full count, jammed a little bit, sends it out to right. And Vigna there for out number 1. Choppy shot to Dorval for out number 2.
So responsibility to do all of those things because of the pride that she has and all these players have wearing Georgia Tech across their chests.
Line shot to first, and Jones was right there. 3 up, 3 down for the Mercer Bears, and they are moving on to the next game against Florida Atlantic. Their first win, because this is their first run in the NCAA tournament.
A really good job by Lindsay Fico rallying the troops in game 2 of the regional, getting that first win. Pitts, a great job in the circle. And Taylor holding it down in relief, but this offense and taking advantage of those mistakes are really what catapult them to get this dub today.
It did. 39th win for the Mercer Bears. They get this one 7-3.